channel, everybody. My name is Adam, this is Vancity Audi, and today we go stage 2 single pulley with integrated engineering. I am back at Ryder Performance. This video is going to be a simple install of the pulley on the supercharger. I will tune the car with integrated engineering's PowerLink system, and then the following video I'll start having some fun. I'll start data logging, maybe a dyno or two, get you some power figures, and see what this car is capable of with the single pulley mod stage 2 integrated engineering. Let's get to the install.
Kyle starts out by removing the plastic piece above the grille, opens that up, also removes the plastic piece that leads to your intake. The next thing he does is he unscrews everything from the fender liner and then rolls the fender liner up to get it up and out of the way. Next, he removes the skid plate from underneath, followed by the final screws on the bottom side that are holding the bumper onto the rad support. He then goes underneath the fender liner on both sides, removing the final bolts holding the bumper onto the car. Once those have been removed, there are two more on the top of the bumper that are the last screws that need to come out before you disconnect the fog lights on either side, and then you can remove the entire bumper from the front of the vehicle. In order for Kyle to put the entire front end into service position, he needs to remove the top two bolts on top of the crash bar. He then removes one of them on the bottom. On either side, he replaces the bolt on the bottom with a very long bolt that he hand tightens in. That will enable the entire front end to slide forward on those long bolts. He then removes the final fourth bolt on either side. Now he removes the line off the top of the coolant reservoir. There is a single bolt on the front left and right side on the top end that needs to still be removed, and the final two are two more, one on either side on the bottom. He then jimmies the front end left and right, inch by inch until he has enough room to work on that supercharger pulley now that the front end is in service position. Kyle was working so fast here, I actually missed what he did, so he's pointing it out to me. He actually put a wrench on that tensioner, and when you turn it, it loosens the belt and it enables you to have enough leverage to get the belt off of the supercharger pulley.
We've got the entire front end of the vehicle in service position. Now we are ready for this pulley removal tool. I picked this up from Integrated Engineering, laid out very easily for anyone to understand. It says right on it, OE pulley, and on this one, IE pulley. And those are the bolts that you need to get this done. Gonna hand this over to Kyle and get that pulley removed.
Kyle then puts on the supercharger pulley removal tool. The first thing he does is he inserts all of the bolts that came with it, and he hand tightens them as best he possibly can. Once he's done that, he puts an Allen key on them to get as snug a fit as he can get. Once he's done that, he then installs the large bolt right into the middle of the removal tool that came with that package from Integrated Engineering. He gets a breaker bar on one end of it, and then on the bolt itself, a large wrench. He puts the breaker bar in a position so it's holding in place, so he is easily able to turn that bolt one turn at a time. This thing was on there as they need to be, so it took him a bit of time to work it all the way off. But as you can see in the video, one turn after another until it finally pops off in his hand, and he is able to show you guys all what it looks like.
So now we're measuring the diameter of the actual pulleys, and this is the OEM pulley measuring 63 mils. Now we'll do the new Integrated Engineering pulley. This one is almost 58 mils by our measurement, but on the website with Integrated Engineering it says 57.5 mils for the new supercharger pulley.
The final thing we gotta do is cook that pulley. We heat up the oven to roughly 450 degrees Fahrenheit. We're extremely impatient people, so that's a little hotter than they tell you to. Then you see Kyle pull it out as safely as possible with gloves on and a tool before he managed to slide it over the end of the supercharger. Once that's on there, you then let it cool. But again, we're extremely impatient and he was taking an air gun to help cool it down before he was able to get the wrench on the tensioner again and slide that belt on once the pulley was cool enough.
Okay, we've got the tuning cable plugged into the car. I have my power link up and open. Make sure your car is connected to a battery tender while you're doing this. It's got to detect all that goodness in your car, find out what flash you're on. As you guys can see, I am still running the stage 1 93 octane file. So now we have to choose the stage 2 file. Stage 2, 93 octane. There it is. For cars with supercharger pulley, intake, and heat exchanger, highly recommended, requires 93 octane. That would be me. Something that I've noticed every time I flash the car is you need to hold down the start-stop button. You can't just press it after it's been tuned. So another quick and painless install here at Ryder Performance. Have this single pulley upgrade done now. The ECU tune flashed on the car. First thing I'm doing, logging the vehicle. I always do that when I change parts, when I upgrade tunes, to make sure the car is running like it is supposed to. I hope this install video helps some of you guys that are looking to purchase this and to see just how easy it is. Thank you so much for watching. Next few videos, some performance testing with this now to see how much additional power I made as well as how much faster I'm able to go in the quarter mile. Thank you everyone for watching. Until next time guys, take care.